What's good, everybody? This is my first of many builds for Borderlands 4. This is going to be an Overshield Vex build that I have had a lot of fun with. It is extremely powerful and it's a mid-game build. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into this. A little bit of a side note, this is my first build on the channel and I'm still learning about how to make the perfect build. This is completely blind. This is just my own theory crafting. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes throughout this entire series until I really start to get some powerful things going. However, this right here, I hope you guys can see what I'm cooking up. Without further ado, let me show you what I got. So this is going to be an Incarnate build, and Incarnate for me is probably one of the most difficult of the three to try to get going. This is a level 25 build, so it's mid-game. And you're going to be basically pushing a couple of stats to the forefront. Some things you're going to have to go ahead and grab are going to be grave sights. This is going to be a kill skill. Vex gains increased critical hit damage and gun handling. This is currently at 3 stacks. You then want to go ahead and grab at least one more stack from grave power, so you have up to 4. That right there is going to start to push your critical hit damage. Now, I like to use Jacob's weapons, which means ricochet. You crit, you get the ricochets, and you're going to start to annihilate absolutely everybody in your vicinity. Now, that's not the only thing we want to do with this build. Like I said in the beginning, this is an Overshield build. So you want to get all the way over here to the left, Iron Maiden, and you basically want to go down this path as you get yourself to level 50. But I'm going to continue on that path when I get to 50. For now, let me continue to show you what else this build can do. You want to grab Leeching Attunement. This is going to be an attunement skill. While Vex is attuned to kinetic weapons or kinetic damage, she gains lifesteal. And lifesteal for this build is also going to be giving us shields or overshield, which practically makes you unkillable. And there's going to be another rep kit that you're able to use that I don't even use that has overshield built into the kit that can guarantee that you get overshield. So if you ever find yourself in trouble, you're going to be good to go no matter what. But let's continue moving on. You're going to need Bloodletter, which is going to allow you to get those gun skill and critical hits have a chance to do bleed damage. So that's pretty amazing. You want to go ahead and grab this right here, which is going to, start to get that action skill duration and attunement duration increased a little bit. And this is just the first. Once you really start to get some extra points, you should go ahead and throw them in here so you can get some more action skill duration. I came over here and I grabbed Grave Vitality because for a kill skill, Vex gains increased maximum health capacity and health regeneration because it is skill. And I mean, this thing has max stacks of 10. So you could do some pretty awesome things with this the more you push this to the forefront. And I'm just trying to do survivability first here, which is why we threw a couple of points over here to, what is this, Sanguine Fiends. This right here is a kill skill where Vex and her minions restore health. Kill, get health. This is what you need in your life. All right, now that we've gone over the basics of the skills that you need for this build to get it going, let's talk about the weapons. The weapons are completely up to you, which is so much fun. I suggest you use a little bit of Jacobs so that you can get those crits going, the crits getting to ricochet damage, and that is what's going to completely erase everybody around you. But you can basically fill this up with any gun of your choice. For me personally, I have 2 Jacobs, so I have the pistol and a shotgun, and this right here is my order weapon. It also has a Jacobs license accessory on it, so critical hits will ricochet projectiles to nearby enemies as well for an assault rifle. I kind of like how this all synergizes together, and this right here is the special piece to the build. There's going to be different damage types in this game that you really need to know what is better than what. What I mean by that is, for flesh, for example, if you use fire against flesh, you completely destroy that enemy. If you use radiation or corrosive damage on flesh, you take them out even faster. If they have shields, you want to go ahead and use shock damage so you can completely wipe that out. You can also use Kyro damage. That's really, really effective against shields. And if they have a little bit of armor, then you want to use corrosive damage because that just completely deletes that out of there. This weapon right here has slow burn, a special ability on it that crit hits apply status effects. So that's guaranteeing that you're getting those status effects when using this weapon. And then it has Jacob's licensed accessories, so crit hits will ricochet projectiles. That's even wilder because you're going to be basically allowing every single weapon in this build to work for you and kill other people around you. And then last but not least, the Malawan, because it can switch between shock and corrosive. It just makes this gun an absolute must-have. Now don't worry, I will be showing you the locations of every single legendary in this guide at the end of the video, so stay locked in. And if you found this video helpful so far, go ahead and smash that like button for me. But let's get back to it. Next up, we have our rep kit. Now for the rep kit slot, you can do 2 different types of rep kits. It doesn't matter. This one is a powerful healing rep kit. It's called the Mega Pacemaker. It has Pulsimator on it, so passively regenerates health over time, and it has Medic on it. So when you use this, and if you're fighting along allies or friends, you can go ahead and throw a heal at them. Now the other potential pacemaker that you probably want to go ahead and look at is going to be this one right here, which really dives deeper into that overshield aspect of the build, which I'm going to show you more of in the showcase section. So this build is built over overshield. Everything that you do is going to help you get overshield. So you're going to get lifesteal going, and when lifesteal is going, you get overshield going. When you get overshield going, you're unkillable. So it's just a no-brainer. This rep kit right here is going to do 771 healing. However, because of that overshield right there, you're actually able, instead of healing yourself, to just throw an overshield on you, and that's a decent amount of overshield, to be honest with you. Plus it has Pulsimator on it, so that 501 health back that you're getting over 8 seconds is going to come back even faster. Now it's completely up to you which one you decide to use. For me, the Mega Pacemaker has been perfectly fine. I haven't seen any need for extra overshield, and I always can get my overshield back up whenever I want it, so it doesn't really bother me for right now. But this is something that I would look forward to, or kind of keep my eye on in the future. A key item to this build that definitely needs to be here is going to be your shield. You need to run over there to Splash Zone and get yourself a Fireworks waterproof shield, because this thing is just broken. First of all, on kill, you have the missiles that shoot out and home in on enemies. So you have your ricochet damage that's killing enemies for you, and then you also have missile swarm. So when they break an armor segment, it's going to launch out those missiles that shoot 145 damage per missiles, and there's 3 of them. So usually whatever is getting hit by that is pretty much dead. Now this also has resistance on it. When shield is active, it grants plus 17% resistance to elemental damage, which is just really good, especially if you're fighting specific bosses that tend to not really like you with elemental damage too much. Last but not least, this right here is the make all break all for this build, the Shielded Teen Witch. When Vex has maximum health, her lifesteal partially applies to shields. Then when Vex has maximum shield, her lifesteal partially grants overshield. So when you have a bunch of enemies around you that have shields, well, when you're at maximum health, your lifesteal actually partially applies to shields, which is kind of crazy. And then you just sap them of all of that, and if you're at max shield, you are gaining overshield. And you're gonna see that really start to unfold when we go into our showcase section of the build. You get overshield instantaneously, especially when you start critting, when you start taking out a bunch of enemies in a short duration. Yes, everything just comes together very nicely, and you keep yourself from dying. Now between this armor shield and this class mod, you're pretty much good to go. I really love this thing right here, because I feel like this added a brand new dynamic to my build, and it's dipping a bunch of extra points that I wouldn't have been able to get on my own without going super heavy into another skill tree, which you can't even do. Like even at level 50, there's no way in hell I'll be able to get all the way down here to corporeal. Like you just can't. And this is what you need for that natural overshield buildup. Right here is a skill that says Vex and her minions gain increased maximum overshield capacity and overshield duration. So this thing is just a must-have, and the only way to get this is either to have a mod that gives it to you, or B, go ahead and just put all your points into the familiar action skill. I couldn't even bother doing that because I'm currently in Incarnate and I didn't want to put any skills in here anyway. You couldn't even reach this if you tried, because you would have to put a whole bunch of skills to every other section just to get to this point. And that's kind of impossible. It would defeat the purpose and you wouldn't really have a great build. So this class mod comes in clutch. And that's going to be everything you need to know about this build and how it works. When it comes to your enhancements, this is completely up to you. Currently, I'm still only using a level 15 enhancement because it's giving me that 20% chance for critical hits, which I want as many crits as humanly possible so I can get those ricochet damages going and I can just get more DPS out there at all times. That's just the way I play the game. Eventually, I hope I can get a better enhancement that's giving me these types of stats, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. I have a bunch of prospects, but for right now, yeah, I'm kind of stuck on this level 15 one because it's giving me that critical hit chance. All right, guys, let's go over the locations of all your legendaries. The first legendary is going to be the Asher's Rise. You receive that one from the Oppressor. So come down here, hit that Moxie's Big Encore, and make sure you grind for it. The next item is going to be this one right here, the Mega Pacemaker. The Mega Pacemaker drops from Horus. Moving over here to the shield, this is a shield that everybody should know about by now. Splash Zone, go ahead and see that boss and grab yourself your favorite fireworks shield. And now this one right here is the Shielded Teen Witch Siren class mod. This one you might have to take a little bit of extra time to farm. I received this from Horus's chest. Now right after you defeat Horus and you go to the back room just before you hit the, I guess you would say, Vortex Orb to go back to the big Encore machine to reset it, you open up this chest right here, and that's where I received this class mod. There's a lot of class mods that drop from this chest, but in order for you to get the one that you want, which trying to roll for this might be extremely rare, remember you want the overshields as well as that maximum shield capacity so that you're getting a whole lot of extra shield from your fireworks shield, because the fireworks shield only gives you 1,000 where there's other shields out there that can reach up to 2,000. Farm for the Shielded Teen Witch. I hope you get it. Good luck. Let me know how long it took you to get your hands on this if you tried to farm for it, and if you found this at any other location. That's going to be everything you need to know about the skills and the weapons. Let's go ahead and get into the showcase. So to showcase this build, I'm just going to put myself in the middle of pure chaos. This is going to be a boss that is in the overworld. You can find this in a pit just randomly. I'll go ahead and show you this on the map. So if you haven't been here and you don't want to be spoiled, just go ahead and click on this part of the video, save it, and come back to it at a later date. The area you want to come to is going to be right here. It's called the Prospects. This is a Ripper drill site, and the closest fast travel point I think is either going to be the Someday Rise safe house, or over here you have the Shut Eye Keep safe house. Regardless, right in here, smack in the middle, is going to be a Ripper drill site, and that is going to be where our boss and pure chaos is going to be found. Now, just like every other boss in the game, I have been farming these bosses like crazy, and I did receive 2 legendaries from this boss so far. I'm looking for the 3rd. Hopefully I can go ahead and get it pretty soon, but let's just go ahead and show you how this build works. So to be honest with you, we have so much potential. Like, you do whatever you want. As you can see, that ricochet damage just kills everything. The overshield is already up and I'm loving life. Now, I use a pistol and it's just my favorite weapon in the game. I have a lot of fun with it. It's very simple and it makes sure that I get my crits out and yeah, keeps me alive. You want to be in the thick of battle, in the middle of pure chaos at all times, because as you can see, nobody is going to be able to touch you. Life is fun, good, and exciting, and anything and everything that you want to kill is going to get destroyed very, very, very quickly. I mean, look at a boss. A boss sits there with a full health bar and then just gets completely murdered before they even get a chance to do anything to you. And that's the way I love to play this game. So yeah, I have plenty of overshield at all times. I have a dead boss in the middle of the floor, and everybody else who wants any attention from me, they can get it. And that's gonna be my build in a nutshell, guys. It's kind of insane, the potential of this build. I'm still learning and figuring things out myself. So I haven't mastered everything I want with this build, and there's a lot more that I want to theory craft and put into it to make this thing even more powerful. But I'm extremely proud of this so far because I've had a blast destroying bosses, destroying enemies, and really, I don't really struggle at all because of the overshield constantly being up while I play this build. So if you guys really enjoy these types of videos, go ahead and smash that like button for me to show me that you want more, and I will make sure that I do so. And I really can't wait to see where this build goes because radiation damage is the current skill tree that I'm working on, and it's looking kind of promising. So can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Enjoy. Have a great day. This is your boy MSensei HD. For now though, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here.